What's going on, everybody? This is Omnix over here with the next part of Biomutant. So today, unfortunately, this will be a no commentary video. I have some personal things actually taking place in this house right now, but I will be giving you guys a nice full-length gameplay of this game today. So I hope you guys enjoy, even though there's no commentary. Alright guys, let's get it.
Welcome to Biomutant. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Fairy tale.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack.
Nu så prinserer fairy tale. Geschaut ved kodle bilunis.
He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Fairy tale. Geschaut ved kodle bilunis.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Der gives var bagbende Lassie taler som os.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Cos'ata ghetto?
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor.
Vunko vunturbo, the water.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Kim hobe bekuko hifar muk.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Toledrea ya maoloak nuk nuburak.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Kujai hifar befar nuk nuburak.
He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni.
Farfarifto tuka kubu. Toledrea ya maoloa.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Koyebun tuvun bunun.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. You've already drained yourself. Slice and dice. The deep cut. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Doesn't know if the Sifu will have time for you, but he'll let you in to find out.
Zata is the muito tloho. Kariesne zdace. Paro, ya put.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common. He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. Your Muma invented Wung Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. He wasn't sure you'd do that, but it seems your mind took control of that big heart of yours. That's a sign of strength.
O visoko dolazi ne naoko onis poloknost.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe.
Karies ne zdatse. Del novazi ale dlohodo.
The Myriad are too good to be true. They might believe in the greater good and a code of honor, but uniting the tribes and saving the Tree of Life won't change anything. You must stop living in the past.
Orzikali, yeti rikli.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here.
O ite reki, yeti rikli.
They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Ale, onis porenos odlisini. Is de moi.
Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as soon and as hard as you can. The outcome of this war is up to you.
Onis porenos odlisini. Skuni, ale.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Vlada.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
Skuni, iglis moi toxidra. Vlada.
The only kin who count are the kin that are left standing at the end of the war. Let's focus on making that our kin, not theirs.
Você se.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Você se. Na zena kaspibatne? Tada.
Jackney doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared.
Yaput, você se.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Yaput, tada, inatofo.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait.
Totloho, is de moi.
It's always the little things you remember, and with you it's pretty much the only thing he recalls, that you were little. The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Says you should take it easy. Let's see. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Great shot. Made it count. Nice shot. All fired up. Grin and bear it. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop wants you to make it a priority to come looking for him whenever you're feeling down. He'll make you smile. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood.
Arialoche nui mumera.
You should know, practice makes perfect.
Arialoche nui mumera.
As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger.
Arialoche nui mumera.
She'll see you at the village square.
Kentsib. Arialoche nui mumera.
She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. Being nice comes easy for him. That doesn't make it less important. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, they can have a big impact too. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Polakuto.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Aplitonomuta.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future.
Puri kumbalamuma.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Pendrine senema. Minalagi mamuru.
That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that.
Pendrine senema. Puri kumbalamuma.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Sanna yote. Gendrana mala.
She worries about you. Sometimes you get lost in your own world, where the only thing that matters is you. They look determined. Better watch out.
Nakisisana basurangu inindigori aboritare.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Nakisisana basurangu inindigori aboritare.
He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though.
Mutta savana aripotisi.
There's no way they'll let you pass.
Maua, letele, oh.
He wants to know who you think you are.
Mutta savana aripotisi uganawa.
He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. You won't need excuses if you are strong in your conviction. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always does. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He wishes that was true for your Muma too, but guiding the village into the future and teaching Wang Fu to her disciples seems more important for every day. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA.
Gaguhu Khalifaf Cairo.
He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
Tudu Baba. Ja, du.
Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't succeed the next. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Kun Tudu Baba.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Kumu Unu Shalafi.
He knows she's already proud of you and everything you've achieved so far.
Badayan Analove.
You should take it with you, wear it to practice.
Kumu Unu Shalafi. Zaduna.
He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not wearing the traditional outfit.
Eversinnet.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Andro?
Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. Wants you to prove that with some practice first. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's all she's ever asked of you. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved. Says he's always thought so well of you, just like her. Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. Figuring that out is half the fun. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History. She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. You're empty of ki. Running low. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Boo-boo. Your energy is empty. Bullets everywhere. It was harder than expected to take down the Fluff Hulk. They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of Jagni warriors are already waiting for you at Myriad's Vespidut outpost. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost. Mercy is for the weak. The Jagni tribe seek no one's sympathy. Look, an emergency box from the old days. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Bangarang! Proton! The deep cut. Ray. Middle life. Your key energy is all used up. You'd think this place would be crawling with worms. That's not too bad. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place. Well placed. Itchy trigger finger. Hack and slash. Ionized. Right in the face. It's becoming terminal. doom. Flash the slash.
Bestilka.
This one seems to be in good spirits, despite being left here for dead.
Bestilka. Intabadam Waksuva.
Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need.
Kokakwana. Und Lumfabsor.
Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions.
Waksandonanenya.
Is grateful you chose that. You can't be good without doing good for others.
Fan that flame!
Beat out that spark before it starts.
It was so young, so fragile. It had so much to give.
Better to take it down now while you still can.
Fire catches. Eventually.
That's a myriad tribe outpost. Get up! Gamma burst. Be careful. Molecule. You're in pain. Wow, that's good stuff. Close encounter. Your key is gone. Get out. You're fresh out of key energy. Blasting it. Yes. Wow. The Vespidat outpost, longtime home of the Myriad tribe. Let's see.